Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Capricorn, which occurs on January 12th. And the spread is from Biddy Tarot, as usual. And what we're going to look at is, being that this is the first new moon of the year, it falls in Capricorn. And that rules stability, structure, and goals. So it's a great time to work on a solid plan that will bring your dreams to life in the new year. And the questions that we're going to be looking at is what insights did you bring in 2020 around what you want to achieve in 2021? What areas of your life might benefit from creating a sense of order? How can you best support your financial goals this year? What goals do you want to achieve within the next 6 months? What kind of structure do you need to establish to support those goals? And which grounding practices would best support you this year? So those are the 6 questions, and I'm shuffling the cards. So let's get into the new moon in Capricorn. Let's find out what's out there. So the first question is, what insights did you gain in 2020 around what you want to achieve in 2021? And that comes out the 7 of Arrows, insecurity. Which areas of your life might benefit from creating a sense of order during this new moon in Capricorn? Which areas of your life might benefit from creating a sense of order during this new moon? And that's the Ace of Arrows, breath of life. How can you best support your financial goals this year during this new moon in Capricorn? How can you best support your financial goals? 10 of Vessels, happiness. What goals do you want to achieve within the next 6 months? What goals do you want to achieve in the next 6 months during this new moon in Capricorn? Balance. What kind of structure do you need to establish to support these goals? 2 cards, the Archer and the Guardian. And I think those came out last month too. What grounding practices would best support you this year? What grounding practices would support you this year? That's the Hooded Man. All right, so there you have it. 7 cards for this new moon in Capricorn. Looking at stability, structure, goals, and building a solid plan that will bring your dreams to life in the new year. So what insights did you gain around 2020 and that you want to achieve in 2021? And that's represented by that 7 of Arrows, insecurity. So 2020 was pretty drastic for a lot of people. All right, a lot of our normal things that we would normally do got thrown up in the air, because of COVID. And a lot of that started happening in February, January for some, but February for others. All right, and that kind of put the stability in a different form and fashion for us. Something that wasn't stable for us to move forward. All right, but you know what? We moved through it, we understood it, and now we have a better understanding of going into 2021. All right, and if we grasp our insecurity and not get sucked in to the arrows that are trying to pin us down, the vines that are trying to pin us down, okay, we can move forward during this new moon in Capricorn to get a better plan. Okay, understanding that anything can be better than what 2020 brought us. Okay, so that's the insights that you got from 2020, is not being so insecure. Step away from that rock. Don't let the vines suck you in. And, use that ability of understanding the insecurity and letting that propel you, for your plans going into 2021. So what areas of your life might benefit from creating a sense of order? The Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. Now, with that being a new moon in Capricorn, and this being aces are new beginnings, all right, and this is a new opportunity to think things through. You know, what a perfect time for the month of January. And I talked about this during the daily cards, because this came out during the daily tarot. If you're following my channel long enough, you'll see it. All right, so you got a new beginning in 2021. You've got a new month in January, and the first week of January was very, very emotional. But at the same time, you know, here's an opportunity to sit back and what do you want 2021 to look like? Use those new thoughts, that new logic, that new reasoning that this card, the Ace of Arrows, you know, the breath of life points to. You know, it's all about air energy, and it's using it to an aspect to where your life might benefit from creating a sense of order, coming up with a game plan, okay, putting it to a solid plan that will bring your dreams into life during the new year. It's that time to sit down and actually think about, you know, where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to be during this, you know, year of 2021. All right. How can you best support your financial goals this year? Is represented by the Ten of Vessels, happiness. Now, tens are all about completion. That's just the opposite end of that Ace of Arrows, all right? And the vessels are all about water energy, emotional energy, psychic energy. So you can best support your financial, you know, and happiness. I mean, if you look at this card, all those bowls are getting filled, overfilled. There is so much water energy coming down that the bowls are overflowing. So you can best support your financial goals this year by being happy with what you have. Be happy, you know, with the finances that are coming through. Be happy and grateful, you know, for the house you have, for the vehicles you have, for all the things that are going on in your life. Job security, all right, family, maybe that emotional fortitude that's bringing you through. Okay, you could support your financial goals by being positive with what's going on forward in life, all right? And, you know, I'm sure all of us have struggled with the COVID. I'm sure all of us are having issues. But if we have a positive mental attitude as we're moving forward on our spiritual paths, okay, life is going to be that much easier. We're not going to get weighed down in that Seven of Arrows insecurity energy. Okay, we want to be moving forward, because as you're moving forward, you're creating more energy. And as you create more energy, you move faster. Okay, and that's how you can support your financial goals this year, is just by being happy. Okay, be happy, you know, and grateful for what you do have. What goals do you want to achieve within the next 6 months? Is represented by a life lessons card. And actually, the next two questions are represented by 4 life lessons cards. All right, and that's balance. You want to achieve, the goals that you want to achieve within the next 6 months are going to be balance goals. Emotional balance, psychological balance, career, family balance, friendship balance, social balance, being balanced with nature, understanding, being balanced with the universe, being balanced with your spirit, understanding what's out there, all right? If you notice that you are out of balance, all right, figure out what it is to do that. If you're out of balance with your finances, figure out how to get back in balance with that. Bring that happiness into there, okay? If you're unbalanced in your thoughts, go back to that Ace of Arrows, that breath of life, all right? And balance your thoughts out to where it's all going to be positive moving forward, okay? Get back with nature. Go for a walk. Clear your head, all right? Become balanced emotionally, physically, psychologically, spiritually, however you want to look at it. That's what you're going to be working on in the next 6 months. And when you become balanced, your goals are going to become a lot easier as you move forward. Now, what kind of structure do you need to establish to support those goals is represented by 2 cards, the Archer and the Guardian. All right. Now, the Archer, if I hold this up right, the Archer to me is keeping your eyes on a prize, keeping your eyes on the goal. All right. The bowstring is ready. It's ready to fire that bow. She's got her eyes on the prize. She knows exactly what she's aiming at. And in this case, she's aiming at her fears. because that's what the guardian represents. The guardian represents your fears. And you have to be able to face your fears in order to move forward. So the structure that you need to establish to support those goals is to shoot those fears down, okay? Because when you shoot those fears down, you get rid of that insecurity that we talked about from 2021, all right? Don't let your fears hold you back. Don't let your fears stop you from moving forward. Keep your eyes on the goal, keep your eyes on the objective, keep your eyes on the prize. And when you're ready, shoot those arrows. Shoot those arrows to give you the structure to help establish, to support those goals that you have set for 2021. And then lastly, which grounding practices would best support you this year? Is taking time to reflect. To be like that hooded man. All right, to go to your seclusion spot, to reflect on what's happening. And maybe you've already done that this year during this new moon in Capricorn. All right, maybe it's a good time to get out there and just, hibernate during these winter months, or go into seclusion. All right, to think about the plans that are out there. You're going to be putting your plans in place in January for the rest of the year. All right, a lot of times you're not putting those plans in a place for them to happen tomorrow. Okay, so plan things out accordingly. Take the time, seclude yourself. All right, whether it's in your own home or whether it's in an office, or okay, I'm going to go away for a weekend retreat. To sit down and come up with some plans, some goals that you want to achieve during this year of 2021. These are all life lessons cards here, the last 3 questions. And it's great for goal planning because it's teaching you, okay, what you need to do step by step to go through that process to figure stuff out. How to set those goals, how to take the time to figure out those goals, all right? Keeping your eyes on the prize, moving forward, all right? And then finding that balance. So just to recap, and I'll start from the beginning, what insights did you gain around 2020 and what you wanted to achieve in 2021? 2020 was very insecure for a lot of people. A lot of things got topsy-turvy, all right? And now a new normal is starting to take shape. Okay, so you realize that going into 2020, and you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to let that happen in 2021. I'm not going to be so insecure, all right? I'm going to be stronger than that. I'm going to get off this rock, get away from these vines, all right, and move forward. The areas of your life benefiting from this, from creating a sense of order, is taking the time to think. Think about the logic, the reasoning, all right? Start thinking about the plan that you want to move forward to bring your dreams to life in the new year. It's represented by that Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. How can you best support your financial goals this year? Just be happy. Be happy with where you're at. Okay, send that positive energy out to your financial gurus, or to the universe, to continue blessing you. All right, because there's more than enough water that fills these cups, and there's probably going to be more than enough to fill your financial goals for the year. All right, so be happy with what's going on in your life. Be grateful for what you do have, and send that positive mental, energy out to the universe, out for 2021 to help you achieve your goals. Because part of that is going to be balance. You're going to want to balance yourself financially, emotionally, spiritually, the way you communicate. Find that perfect balance and keeping that positive mental energy. The kind of structure you need to establish to support your goals: keep your eyes on the prize. Shoot your fears down, all right? Shoot your fears down, pin them down to the ground to where they're not holding you back. But, stay ready. Keep your aim. Steady your hand. Hit that target, hit that goal, whatever it is that you set yourself up for, all right? And the grounding practices that would support you this year is the hooded man. Take time for yourself to sit back and be in seclusion. Look at what's going on inward, okay? And then examine that, how it's going to, help you support your goals and dreams for this year. Come up with a plan. If you have to get away for a weekend, do it. If you have to sit in your office for a couple hours and write things out, do it, because you've got that Ace of Arrows, that breath of life to help you. All right? So there you have it. That's the new moon in Capricorn. That comes out on January 12th. That's the first new moon of the year, and it rules stability, structure, and goals. So this is D for Spirit's Path. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Leave your comments down below. And we'll talk to you at the full moon coming up here in a couple weeks. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.